Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 with some more racing for you with a lot of rain apparently. Oh, well, that's a bit more water than I intended. I can't rescue that. Nope. Not quite. Almost. Don't go over that part of the map. Yes, it is time for some more racing, and we've got the Shafter V12. Haven't raced this one for a while. Generally a pretty damn fast car in all of this. Good. Well, Chris has gone swimming as well. Excuse me, Bryson. Excuse me, that was just very uncalled for. I think we're underway. I'm not really sure who went first at this one. We have a roadblock at... Pegger and Dangerman were trying to stop the jumper starters and more just bunched everybody else up. Oh, you do not want to fall off to the left here. That would be a bad way to go. This is a lot of saloon cars into a 90 left going on there. Someone ended up on the wall. I think it was Lado. The rest of us have made it through. I mean, we've got rain to deal with. It'll be a little bit slipperier than normal. We're not on a slippery surface race though. Oh, there's some bundles going on behind. I'm just trying to pull it up in time. Oh dear. The hairpin has caused chaos, as kind of expected, really. We have skated out the other side in one piece. Oh, 3 wide in there is dangerous. And in the end, I think it was that longbow backed out of it. Ooh, that's quite a slidey section. I mean, that's probably quite a slidey section full stop, but with added rain, it's quite slippery, and it would be very easy. Oh, I'm struggling to pull that up in time. Sorry, Joe. Oh, this is a narrow section as well. Oh, almost there having a look, but not going to quite be able to do anything. We are going to get out the other side. Joe with a big kick of oversteer. We're going to get some slipstream down here and chase, or try and chase down, but don't quite know where we're going here. That's a bump. Oh, big slide from the shafters there. Okay, I've got to be a little bit more careful than that. I'm liking this track. I'm liking the really technical nature of it. And going to be difficult to pass, and I can foresee some big crashes if things go a little bit awry. We've already seen some big crashes, but yeah, there is a lot of potential for some massive accidents. And Peggy's having a look to the inside. It's not going to make that one work. I've got a lot of understeer, as just about everybody else. Longbow hit the wall. Me and Dangerman got very close. Probably lightly brushed it early on the brakes down here to get the car turned in. Me and Stevie with loads of oversteer, and Pegger's going to sneak past on that outside line. I mean, there's a huge gap. Glisker and Ewan have got a massive gap back to this fight for third. Oh, Dangerman's gone up the wrong part of the circuit. Dangerman has escapade the track. Into the hairpin we go. We actually get a great run through there. We're going to pass Stevie, unless Stevie gets an amazing exit, which they do not. And we can sit in the slipstream. But this corner here, I mean, this is the sort of corner, I like the challenge of this corner. Oh, we passed the momentum. Stevie passed the bump all the way through to Joe. I like the challenge of these sort of corners. It's good fun. I'll tell you what, it is definitely... Rain was not the intended added level of difficulty for this, but it really has added a layer of difficulty to this. Stevie's having a look past Amy back there. Joe's all crossed up. I'm going to try and duck underneath, but we got a tag from a Stevie there. And annoyingly, we were going to get the both of them, but we just lost that little bit of momentum, and we are stuck in the crab bucket as Glisker and Ewan run away, and Amy has a massive crash. And it's another GTA race where we have cars flung across the track at us. Although we have managed to avoid them so far. That one bumped us ever so lightly, but not too bad. We've got a good run, and we will probably pass Joe. We might get Longbow into turn 1 here as well. That is the dream, and we will make that pass stick. We might even get Impegger on the exit. I mean, that's some perfect slingshots right there. We will be early under brakes. Oh, almost struggled to make it. This is just going to kill any chance of us not getting the lead, I think, because we're going to do this 3 wide antics. I mean, it's great. Like, this is a great fun battle for third. We are going to struggle to catch Ewan and Glisker, but don't care too much. This is a lot of fun. We're on the wide line. Now, the wide line isn't good mid-corner, but we can get a good exit. I don't know what happened to Impegger. Impegger must have come had a bump somewhere in all of this. Longbow has run out of space. Joe is frantically covering the inside, but we have... Oh, going to get a little squeeze up against the wall. Backed out of it. Well, backed out of it when I realised there was going to be problems. We gave Joe a little bump, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Oh, send Longbow the long way round of that. Sorry, Longbow. got a little bit too much. I'm going to try and let Longbow back pass when I get to a point where it is actually kind of safe to let Longbow. That's a big unsettled moment, right? Because yeah, we put Longbow completely the wrong side of that. There they go. That lamppost, which was not intended. Alright, go, 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 go! It's not working. The bump draft is not working. Okay, we will go and get in the draft of Mute here, I think. Alright, come on. Come on, orange machine. We can do this. Can we get the big slingshot? Well, no. We got turned and then straightened in all of that. We are going to just... Oh, no. Take a normal line through there. Stevie was busy trying to pass Brazen. Here, this is a hell of a challenge for a circuit too. I like it. I like this sort of challenge. The rain going has made life a little bit easier, although it's made life a little easier, but it's also kind of changed. All your braking points and so on are now completely different, because we drove the track for a couple of laps with no grip. So we were kind of adjusting to that, and now we have got a little bit more grip. I mean, it's not infinite, but we have got a lot more than we were dealing with. That was asking a bit too much of the car there. Just flung it off the wall. You've got to be careful, because he will climb over that barrier. We've already seen it happen here. So, yeah, definitely going to have to be a smidge careful. So, I mean, this is really the battle for third. The top two are gone. The catch-up slipstream, not quite powerful. I think it's not quite powerful. Well, it's not as powerful here by virtue of the track. You're not that full throttle for a lot of the time, but also we've had an almighty tussle over third that has kind of cost a lot of... Although I say that, Blakey has caught up. So Blakey has got into this lead battle. We've got a couple of laps to go. I mean, if we don't all fall over one another, this might work. We are on the much more normal racing line through there, so I'm just going to keep my foot down and try and make this work. If we can get in the draft of Joe here, it'd be really helpful to drag me away from the battle behind. However, we are going to have to contend with Longbow. Longbow's on the outside and brushes that concrete but gets away with it. Longbow does not want to make a pass down into the hairpin. Probably sensible. Probably better waiting, biding your time for another moment. We have got a good run off of this, and we are closing in on Ewan and Gliska. First time, really. They've had a couple of laps of relative peace. Quite a few laps of relative peace, but it's not going to be a peaceful end to this, I don't think. As yeah, Blakey is up into second. We are going to try our best to get involved with this fight, if we can, and make up some positions, hopefully, as we bobble some curbs. Spat out a little bit sideways. I think Longbow is going to be coming with us at this stage. We made a little gap actually. Back to Longbow. Over these tell you what, there's a lot of bumps to be dealing with in these cars. There really is. Oh, Joe pinged off the wall. Just a little bit there into we were kind of running a bit wide, and Joe bounced off the wall. Also gave us a little bit of trouble. Have we got the momentum here to do this? We do. We have enough momentum to clear Longbow, which is the inside of Joe. Gliska's got a big twitch going on. We've got a great run through here. Joe is just going to push me past, and we are up into second place. We kind of dragged Joe with us here, although, oh no, Joe didn't quite get through that as well. This is not a place to be going three wide in all of this. In the end, this just doesn't quite have the momentum to make this one work. Oh... I mean, we had to get on the brakes there because we were going to end up in the back of Blakey. There wasn't a brake check on Gliska. We just legit had to slow it down there. Longbow is to the outside, but you don't want to be stuck side by side coming up here because, well, if that happens, you're in trouble, and we are in trouble. Have we got enough? Okay, they've all had a squabble amongst themselves because I thought I was about to lose a lot of places stuck on the outside with a wheel up on the concrete. We got away with it. We got away with it. We'll bobble the curb through there. That's fine. This might come down to a hell of a slipstream battle to the line. And Ewan ends up losing this. It will be kind of unlucky because Ewan has driven a very, very good race as we barrel into the last hairpin. It's going to be between us three. It's who's going to get the best slipstream pull out of the lot of us. Is it going to be... No, Ewan's done it. Ewan's done it. We were too close. We were just too close to get the draft. I think we got second in the end from Blakey. He was trying to get some curb boost on that side. I think if I'd stayed in the draft any longer, we would have just... we would have ended up in the back of Blakey. We just couldn't get the draft quite powerful enough We would get second. It's an orange second and third, but Ewan takes victory. Longbow is fourth ahead of Gliska. Brazen sixth ahead of level 8. Stevie, Dangerman, and Mute round out the top 10 in this one. Oh, with Dangerman getting the fastest lap, very, very quick lap. I imagine a lap around here if you're on your own, very different to the manic laps. Oh, Lado's car is not the right shape anymore. For sure where Lado's ended up on that one. Yeah, good fun race. Sketchy as anything in the rain. Got faster once the track dried and a bit more manageable. But yeah, scary experience, but good fun. For our second race, we have got the Dominator ASP. It's essentially the SVT Cobra Mustang, which is cool. It's a cool vehicle and pretty damn good race car from what I remember when we drove it last time. Hopefully, we will get a good run through all of this. Of course, the sneaky host advantage. Starting on pole, although we're all going to ping out a ghost mode in a really awkward place there. No, and oh, dearie me, it's gone terribly. That's such a, well, I didn't even have, I was trying to reset. Can we respawn game? I don't want to be stuck there. Oh, well, bloody hell. I guess we're going to get to learn this circuit on our own now. Yeah, I mean, it was 4 or 5 wide, picking out a ghost mode, and we were the unlucky one. Blakey was also quite unlucky. Blakey pinged off one of the walls. I mean, we've got such a huge amount of work to do here. Now, it is not impossible. Okay, I mean, we saw how much time can be lost in battles. That's what we're going to rely on. If we're going to catch the lead group, anyone that does we've got to either pass cars quickly or work together with cars well, any cars that we do find. But we lost so much time in trying to reset while that explosion was going on that it's going to be maybe the end of the race where we catch up but to the leaders. I mean, and that is really only a potentially as well. But yeah, we'll get to experience the track without any traffic. Said I like the challenge of this circuit. Some cars would not work around here with the amount of bumps that you have to deal with. It does make it definitely an interesting experience when you get it raining. I would potentially say set this track to permanently rain almost just for that added level of challenge. Right, let us try and go for I say maybe a fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately, of course, we have nobody to slipstream with. We can. That might be what Blakey hit. That sticky out bit of like electrical box, I guess, of some sort. Yeah, he hit that, you're going to have a rough time. There's also, say, very little that you can almost do about it. Someone got fired up there, I'm going to guess probably Blakey, which is an unfortunate place to end up stuck. I mean, okay, we're closer. I can tell we are visually closer because I can see the multicoloured brigade of cars wandering around up through here. So yeah, I can tell you that we are closer to the pack. It is just, yeah, how many laps is it going to take? See, I like taking the tighter line through there. I don't know whether that is the fastest way. Everybody else was taking a much wider line. But it didn't really feel like that was much faster than what I was doing because there's so many bumps out wide if you go for that one. We can just launch ourselves down here, which is fine. And then we will get our car stopped for the hairpin. That is where I lost some time. That was very poor through the hairpin. So who is currently leading the way? Dangerman leads from Amy at some 10 seconds or so down the road. But I mean, yeah, we're going to be flying around here at the moment because we've got no traffic at all. If we get some slipstream, it would be perfect. Stevie is up to the front of the field. I should have gone for the curb boost before that box, but was not able to get across for it. He launched the car a little bit, but not too much. I mean, the fact that the whole field is together is actually helpful for me, because the more they're like that, the slower they're going to go. You can't make lap speed when you're all that bunched up, so that is very helpful for me in terms of catching up. I mean, I can see the leaders now. So every lap we are seeing more and more of the train of cars. I really hope after all of this we don't catch up and then immediately get involved in a shunt and all our hard work goes to waste. That would be a very sad time. If I can just catch up with the Team Yellow cars ahead, get some slipstream from them, that would be nice. Oh, I'm asking a lot of this car. It's basically all it has to give, and a little bit more in places. It is absolutely on the limit around here, which is good fun. Do not get me wrong, but at some point, this is visiting a wall, and it's going to hit very hard when it does. I'm hoping it doesn't, but you know what it's likely to happen, really. We have got some slipstream going on now. We have finally caught the back of the pack with a couple of laps to go here. We are through turn 1 nicely. Right, Ewan is going to give us a push up the hill. I was expecting Ewan just to fire to the inside, but maybe they were content with a bump draft. I don't know. We are almost to this lead group as they are all squabbling. If Ewan wants to get past, you can go the long way round at the hairpin. Ewan does not. I don't know how on earth we're going to get through here, because it does not look like overtaking is easy around this track. We saw it in the first race. It was not easy. Oh, Joe, I think that was Joe, has slid off. Stevie's up the wall a little bit there. One of the pink cars certainly had a bad day. Yeah, it's either Joe or I think it was Joe, because I think it was the lighter pink of the two cars. We are getting into the scrapyard section. Stevie's crossed up. Is tangling with Lado. Oh, Lado found something very solid in all of that. Yeah, that was a monstrous crash. Brazen got a little bit stacked up behind me, but not that we really had all that much in the way of choice on where to go there. That was just a big... That was a lot more crash avoidance than anything else from us. I mean, you know, we're in the fight now. This is kind of in the fight with... Oh, Longbow is pointing the wrong way down towards the first corner. I'm actually kind of glad Stevie and Gliska in level 8 got together. Glad Brazen backed out of that move. It's actually very, very helpful, because it meant that we could take that first corner and sort of in a more sensible way and deal with wherever Longbow was going. In the end, Longbow actually ended up out of the circuit, but it was wise to back out of that, because I mean Brazen's got past me anyway here, and we could deal with the Longbow crash essentially. Oh, while all being sensible. So this is where you lose so much time as a group. Whoa! Level 8 has turned up across the pack, and somehow, the only person that really affected was Brazen. Ewan has given us an absolutely monstrous bump in a terrible place. I mean, we've got it spun around. Oh, damn it. No, we're going to run out of time. We had so diligently worked our way up through the pack, and that might actually be what really costs us. So we just don't have any more time to recover. Oh, Amy's found a tree, Brazen's found a tree, Longbow's found a Brazen, and we're up to 6th. If I get this one right, which we do, as we can get across in front of a Brazen. Impega is to the lead of the race. We're chasing down a very brightly coloured Mute here with Gliska in front. We've got a good run, but it's just about to die because there's no slipstream, but there's no real competition from behind here, which we like. So we've got a good draft. We will pass a Gliska. Oh, they've got a lot of understeer through turn 1. Oy. We survive. We might be able to get to the inside of Mute. Gliska's to the inside of us, but backs out of it when we were already on the limit of that one pretty much. We are clear. Come on, get this draft of the top 3 if we can. That would be lovely, and it could also be quite useful for defending, although I've got to break early because we're heading into the hairpin and I don't want to torpedo everybody on the final lap. Danger Man is holding that lead from Impega. We've got a good run against Chris here, and we will get this pass completed, although I had to back off because we're going to just end up in the back of Impega, although Chris is up the wall now. We're going to sneak the pass through. We slide a little bit on exit, but that's fine. Grey car's having a look. Don't want to give them the space. And Pega's taken that wide line that, honestly, I'm not a big fan of myself. So we'll sneak our car up the inside. We are into 2nd place somehow as we bobble through the curves. Lots of oversteer from the car. It's really sort of tiptoe stuff through here, which is great fun to deal with. It might come down to a me versus a Danger Man on the run to the line here. Danger Man goes all the way across. He's trying to break the toe. It is probably going to work. I don't think I'm quite close enough. And the fact that we have somehow managed to get ourselves to 2nd in that race is amazing. We were spun about 3 times and exploded on lap 1. Ewan put us backwards at, not intentionally, but at one of the most awkward points on the circuit. And we did get fastest lap of the race. And I'm going to guess that was, I think that was like lap 2 when I had a completely clean track. I know I certainly did 2 1-minute 20s in clean air. Of course, yeah, clean air so much faster naturally, to be expected. That was a lot of fun. I really like that circuit. I appreciate it might not be for everybody, that sort of track, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. That was great fun. Slightly gutted we couldn't have got Danger Man on the run tonight, just because it would have made an amazing story. However, it was a wonderful, wonderful race. Oh, and second still not too bad, but there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and a very big thank you to Longbow for building that wonderful track. That shall be it for me. Until next time, goodbye.